How's it going, guys? It's Deep here, and it's time for episode number 8 of my BAGM Mode Commentary. And the last episode was a pretty long episode. It was basically the whole offseason, including the draft and, signing free agents and re-signing players. And basically after that offseason, we're able to put together our team like this. So our team that we'll be running right now is Landeskog, Duchesne, and Butker up front. A sniper, playmaker, and power forward would definitely, I feel like it would work. McGinn, O'Reilly, and Schenn, all two-way forwards, so not bad there. Vincourt, McClement, Mitchell, and then Prust, Boyle, and Downey. So Grinder, power forward, Grinder. Schenn is a two-way forward, but I could also always put Vincourt up here and Schenn down here to play center. But McClement and Prust were our main acquisitions during the free agency market because they are very good defensive players, and they'll definitely help out our penalty kill. And on defense, we have Eric Johnson, Myers. Eric Johnson developed into an 88 player, so that's very, very nice to see. Myers, 87. Ekman Larson, 83. Tyson Barrie, 82. And then with Sanguinetti, who we signed as a 78 overall for, I believe it was $1 million. Let me just take a look here. We have him at 1.05 mil for 3 years, and he went up to an 83. So I took a risk going on him, but it looks like he did turn out to a decent player, because look at that, 4.5 shooting, 4.5 skating, 4.5 puck skills, 4 physical, 4 defense, and 4 senses. So I mean, he's all around, he's actually not a bad player for a third line. He could step in ahead of Tyson Barrie if need be, and we could always make a couple trades, and hopefully McKinnon will be ready to go next year. We did send him down to the juniors to give him one more year. Hopefully he'll be up and ready, and he could slot into our team perfectly in the following season. But anyways, with that, I mean, let's take a look at the settings that I'm running, because I want to make sure we could put auto rotate goalie. But also I remember how Johnny Superban showed it, that his thing kind of like screwed up. But we'll try playing penalties down, injuries off, and where is it? Auto coach rotates goalies. We'll put that on. But as long as Ryan Miller's playing the most, I mean, I don't mind Calvin Pickard playing a couple, because he is an 81 overall goalie. And if he develops into a solid goalie, we can always trade away Ryan Miller for another forward or a defenseman or something like that. But right now I like our team because we solved our main focal point, which was our penalty kill, which basically took us out of the playoffs. And I mean, Sanguinetti's no Robida, and I mean, Prust and McClement aren't able to replace a guy like Ray Whitney, but I feel like we'll be okay going into this year, as our penalty kill is 10 times better than what it was before. But anyways, we'll sim the preseason, and we'll see how it goes. I mean, the preseason doesn't matter. We had a good preseason, but in the season we were very, very streaky. So nice start there, 5-2 win. Landeskog gets 2 goals, Duchesne 2 goals, and then we lose 2-1. So okay, so our the GM it's our owner says he'll be happily surprised if we make the playoffs, but won't be angry if we don't. Now I know that he's saying that, but I really, really want to make the playoffs, basically, and I won't stop at that. I feel like we kind of could have went. Oh, Nashville lost. That Nashville team is. If we get matched up against them again, I want to thrash them down. I want to destroy them, because I felt like we were the much better team on paper, but that stupid penalty kill killed us off. But anyways, we finished 3-3 here. Prust ends up getting 19 penalty minutes, so he's going to be a common player in the box. But I guess we'll start simming off the season. We'll see how it goes. And first up, we have a doubleheader against the Chicago Blackhawks. So you know what? We'll sim right up to this date. Duchesne got 3 goals, Landeskog 4 assists, Ekman Larson with a +4, Miller with all 3 wins. So I wonder if Pickard was in any of those games, but you never know. Pickard could still develop into a decent goalie. I took a chance on Ryan Miller because he was older. I mean, I could have also went with like the common options like Eddie Lack. I mean, his trade value is not good, but he always goes up to an 85. But I want to make this more of a realistic GM mode, where like I'm not too sure whether, like, for example, how I sent down only the two-way contracts down to the AHL for the AHL playoffs. I mean, I could have sent down Duchesne, I could have sent down Myers, but like, that's not realistic. I want to just make it, keep it really realistic. See if my team could actually win a Calder with like the actual players. But you know what? We'll sim the first 3 games. I think we're 2 games away against Chicago, so the schedule is a little bit different. But Chicago won their first game. Can we start our season off with a win? and we lose. I wonder how much it was, but Landeskog gets a goal. Duchesne with an assist. Once again against Chicago, can we win here? No, we lose once again, 5-3. Vancouver has 2 goals, and we win against the Winnipeg Jets, 5-1. So a nice win there back at home, but 4-1, 3-5 loss. Not the best start, but Vancouver already with 3 goals. Very, very nice to see from our young stud right there. And you know what? We'll sim to the end of this week, and we'll see how it continues. And if not, I just want to check like an early. We'll sim 10 games just to see how our penalty kill's doing and our power play and that kind of stuff. Another win there, so nice to see that. Eric Johnson with up to 3 assists. Prost once again going crazy with the penalty minutes, but that's fine. Here we go against the Calgary Flames. We're 3-1 surprisingly to start off, and we lose that game. So not the best of starts, but I mean I would love to run away right away, go on like a 4-1, 5-0 start, but 2-3 is just the start of the season. We could turn around here. Anaheim not looking too good, and we do win the game 2-1. So nice job there for the Colorado Avalanche. We'll sim these 2 games as well as 2 more, and then we'll look at the team stats. A Vancouver win, nice job there. Oilers, can we give them their first regulation loss? Yes, we do. Well, I don't know if it was a regulation. Yep, regulation loss, 4-2. Nice. And Duchesne is scoring goals. He's got 3. Landeskog with 4 assists. So our team is actually not doing too bad. And so we'll sim these 2 games. And if we could win those both, I mean, it looks like I could call it a good start to the season. Now, I'm planning on simming maybe half of it because that'll take us 20 minutes. The other half in the next episode, but that'll also include the trade deadline. But anyways, we're going to lose here against the LA Kings and against the Phoenix Coyotes to round up our home trip here, and we end up winning that as well. So we're going to go to scouting assignment real quick, and I want to scout, just going to take a look at what's available. Goalie, you never know, maybe a goalie we could. Is there any other goalies in the OHL that are better? WHL, there's 2 here. So you know, let's just go 6 weeks in goalies and see what we can get, if there's any good players. But after 10 games, I just want to see how our team's doing in terms of player stats for our team right now. Just wondering who's going to be like our point leaders if Braden Shen's showing up. Take a look at points, and Landeskog leading in points with 8 points in 10 games. For O'Reilly right behind him with 7. Duchesne 6, Myers 6, Poker 6. Braden Shen with 5 points, not bad for him on the second line. Eric Johnson also with 5 points. Tyson Barrie, Vancouver with 4 goals, no assists, but I mean, I feel like we're doing okay. Just want to take a look at the goalies real quick. And Calvin Pickard actually a .92 in his 1 game played, win 1 goal on 29 shots. So nice job by him there in his 1 start. But I mean, he could also always turn into a good player. And let's just take a look at the team standings real quick, and we'll see how we're doing. And we're 9th in the league, so not too bad of a start. In terms of goals for, we're 16th, so it could be better, but I mean, we did trade down our offense a little bit. Defense is 13th, so that's good. Power play percentage is 13th. Now, penalty kill, this is what I want to know. Penalty kill is 20th, so we're still down there. I don't know what is up. Maybe it's the defensemen that just aren't good enough, but take a look at like some team like Ottawa, 94.7. Even Chicago, who's been shorthanded 43 times, I mean, they're at 86. What is our shorthanded? Maybe it's just a small sample size. No, we're at 40, and we've been giving up 8 power play goals. So that'll definitely have to be addressed. But since we've won a couple games, I'm not going to change around too much things. We're going to sim these 3 games. Actually, we'll sim them to here to the end of Chicago. That'll be 15 games into the season, and from there we could take a look at our lines and see whether any like our penalty kill lines need to be changed around. But 6-4, not too bad of a start for our first 10 games. I mean, we're winning 60%, and if we keep this up, we'd probably be able to make the playoffs. And we end up winning against the Nashville Predators. Take that! Nice win there, 4-3, and Matt Duchene's got himself 4 goals. Another win against Dallas. So I mean, we went for the not crappy signings, but we went for what we had needed to address. And look at that, we're starting to win. We're up 9. We're 9-4 this year. Booker with 7 assists as a sniper. Duchesne with 6 goals, and Duchesne showing up just makes me very, very happy, because in the playoffs he basically disappeared, nowhere to be found. And if him and St. Louis basically showed up in that first playoff series, we'd probably be able to beat Nashville and go further. We end up shutting out the Minnesota Wild, and Pickard's got himself 3 wins. Now, I don't know if I'm concerned about that, but if we win here, let's say, that we end up losing. But 1-0, so not bad in overtime as well. So I just want to take a look at how much Pickard's playing, because if Pickard's playing as our starter, I mean, we still want Ryan Miller in that net. We're third in the league actually, and for goals against, we're up to 6th, 15th still for goals for. So goals suffering, I understand that. 10th in the power play, and penalty kill has gone up to 18. So it's steadily going up, and our players seem to be doing a little bit better. Now I just want to take a look at the goalie stats, because if Ryan Miller's not playing that much games, Calvin Pickard's basically running as our starter. I mean, we did win a couple games, but I just want to take a look at the games ratio kind of thing. Only 3 games, and he's won all 3, so he's doing his great job as a backup, a shutout as well. So no complaints there. Miller also playing really well. But let's just take a look at a couple other teams to see if the right players are playing. Lettinen, okay, that's fine. See, Gustafson's playing more than Howard. LaBarbara's playing more than Dubnik. These guys are tied. Quick is playing more, so that's okay. Hellenius is playing, well, they're both 84, so that's fine. But Budai's playing more than Price. You see, that's what is kind of going to ruin the GM mode until they fix that. But I mean, is there any way to get around it? I could probably do, like, if you guys don't mind, I mean, I could do it for now, but change the I'm about to sneeze, but I'm going to try talking through it. If we could change the oh, sorry about that. But if we could change the what is it? Rotates goalies to off, and maybe, like, I don't know, when Johnny turned it off, his team went spiraling down. And if we turn it, because everyone else goalies started playing normally, but that would make it more realistic. Maybe that's because we've been winning because other teams, crappy goalies are playing. But we'll turn it off and we'll see what happens if it does change other teams, and we'll see whether or not who's, like, playing in the right spot. But against Columbus here, we'll sim up to the day. We'll see. I think Bobrovsky's the main starter over Layton. But anyways, Duchesne, Booker playing really well. Johnson up there with plus minus. He's turned into a solid player. Gaborik on the Blue Jackets is having himself a hell of a season. So let's just sim past thing, and we'll see. Mike Smith is starting for Phoenix. So I mean, the players are playing the right positions now, but we'll see if we can win. We do end up winning 1-0. So our defense is actually turning up. Backstrom, Nilsson. Just taking a look at the players. Ryan Miller stood on his head for a shutout. Attaboy, Ryan. I like this message center, how they have the hashtags and stuff like that. But we're going to sim past. Well, look at that road trip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1 at home here, and 7, 8, and 9. So like 9 out of 10 we're on the road. Let's sim past that since we're doing really well, and we'll sim up to this state. And if we could do really well here, maybe win 6 out of the 10, or maybe even 6 and some overtime losses, I mean, that would be perfectly fine with me. Toronto, who won their division last year, they're 8-7-1 so far this year, and we're going to lose 3-2 in overtime, so that's fine. Duchesne with another goal. There's Senators playing our 12-4 record, playing really well, and win here would be great on the road, and we do win 5-4 once again. Miller in net for that one, so very good. I could, if once we start losing, I guess once we take a loss, I'll put Calvin Pickard in. But there's a couple days rest here, so another win against Florida back there, and now against St. Louis, and we're gonna win that one as well. So we're running away pretty much right now with this, with the NHL. Maybe I think we're around the top of the league, 14-4-2. Duchesne, Bucker leading our team with assists, a sniper on the first line, and I like how our team is pretty much set up. We don't have too much star players, but we do have depth, and that's a big difference in this game. 5-14-2. Can we win against Dallas here? We do. Yes, another win. Booker with another assist. Miller with another win. And so it's looking pretty good. RFAs, I'm not just going to continue through that. Not too worried about RFAs. Here against Buffalo, who are doing not too bad, 15-10, and we're going to win that game as well, 2-1. A nice job there. Now it looks like the normal goalies are starting to play. So I'll leave it as it is. I mean, since we're winning a bunch, I'm not going to take Miller off. But I mean, Eventually, if I lose one, I'll stop it and put Picard in for 1 or 2 just to give Miller a rest here against the Flyers, who are also doing pretty well. And we're going to lose that one in overtime. You know what? We'll just give Miller... if I could stop it in time, I'll put Picard in. But I might just sim through it. Yeah, I did. So another 3-1 win. And 18-4-3. Hell of a start. Braden Shen actually leads our team in assists with 13. And O'Reilly leads our team with goals now. Very, very nice to see. And look at that trade. Andrew Ferens for Bo Horvat and Gregory Hoffman. Save percentage. Ryan Miller 3rd. Goals against average. Ryan Miller 4th. Points and wins. Points. None of our players up there. Ryan Miller leads the league in wins. Assists and goals. None of our players up there. But, I mean, we do have depth. We don't have that one solid player like a Gabrick who's leading basically his team in goals and assists and everything like that. We just have all around good players that contribute to our team and do their job. And that's basically a nice core to have. So we'll load up the stats. We'll take a look at how we're doing here so far for the road trip. And O'Reilly's actually leading our team in points, and I think goals as well. Yeah, ahead of Duchesne Landeskog. So Duchesne Landeskog kind of slowed down there with goals. Bucker, after having a 30-goal season last year, he's becoming the playmaker now for our team. But I'm not complaining. We're winning games. That's all that matters. Plus minus. Sanguinetti's the only guy -2, but I mean he's 2 points in 25 games. I mean, it could be a little bit higher, but he's playing with a guy like Elliott, and he's probably playing with 3rd and 4th line, so I don't blame him. But 5 goals for Vancouver, not a bad start. McClement, Downey, Mitchell, not really. McGinn having himself a hell of a season, 14 points so far. He's up there tied for 5th on our team. Barry, together with OEL, playing really well, 15 points in 25 games. He's up there. He got 5 goals, 10 assists. And just take a look at the goalies real quick. And it's Miller. Picard's got 3 starts. Let's just compare to other teams. So Bobrovsky's getting more starts now. Letnin's ahead. Howard tied up against Gustafsson. Dubnik's starting to climb up there. Emery getting more starts than Markstrom, though. Quick. Hellenius. Price is starting to get back up there. Rene is getting more. Brodeur. Nilsson. Okay, the Islanders just suck in general, but look at that. Baumgartner, a guy who's 51 overall, has a 2-1 record, and Nilsson 7-13. Really, really funny there to see, but I guess the Islanders just turned up for that game. You know what? I'll put Picard in for the game against the Flyers. Yeah, we'll give him a chance to play a couple, because he has potential basically to become a solid starter, maybe even hit 85. I might be dreaming at this point, but he is, he's not a scrub. He's not going to be an 80 overall forever. I mean, he's still young, and I mean, if he does get better, we could always trade him away or trade Ryan Miller away. But at this point, Ryan Miller is basically leading our team. He's playing really, really well, up in the top of the league leaders, pretty much in almost every category for goalies. But let's just take a look at the GM tracker. I want to see if I could add to amateur scout. Yeah, we'll add that. And so level 4 right now we're going to go to level 3. So he'll visit Russia also and provide decent coverage of goalies and defenders, and then comment on all player types. So we're going to try to upgrade this by the end of it. I know it takes a while, but drafting, we don't need that this year, but it'll be nice to know if we could find some Russian player that's a 3.5 or 4-star potential in like the 4th round. So it's nice to see there. But we'll put Picard in for this game. We'll see if we could beat the Philadelphia Flyers. I remember last year we put Giguère in for a game, but Giguère wasn't Picard in terms of overall. And after we put Giguère in for one game, Miller just went down spiraling. So if he could beat the Flyers here at home, that'd be great. And we lose 5-2. So we won't blame him, but we'll sim him against this game against Pittsburgh, who aren't really playing well considering their level of their team. But if we could win here, we do win 6-5. So a lot of goals against, but our offense turns up and we end up getting the win there. So we'll put Miller back, and hopefully he doesn't start sucking again like he did last year when he went on that terrible losing streak. But I know it gets a little boring watching me change the goalies every time, but I mean, I have to for like the integrity of the GM mode. I don't want to play guys in the playoffs. Let's say in the playoffs I end up playing against the other team's goalie who's 50 overall, and we light up them every game 5-0, 4-0. I mean, that's not realistic. I want to keep it real. So you know what? We'll sim up till the end. Right now we are at 27 games, so I think 41's at the halfway point. So maybe we'll just sim up to 41, and we'll see how that goes. But no complaining as of right now. Great start for our team. Win here again. We lose against the Capitals, but that's all right. I mean, our team is showing up. Our defense was doing okay. We let in a couple goals recently, but that might have just been because Picard was in the net. But let's just take a look at who we can get here. Any top 5 players, first rounders. A bunch of top 10 players. There's a guy, Perlini, who's a British player. A British player playing hockey. You know what? We're going to scout this area, and I want to see if that guy turns into a stud. Let's sim ahead. Yeah, once again, right up to here against Winnipeg. And we'll see how that goes. We're 19-5-4. A great start. We'll make that 25-4. Brayden Shen showing up here in assists. Riley with 13 goals. Definitely doing their jobs on the second line. We're going to lose against Phoenix, but that's okay. Our record is still probably one of the best in the NHL at this point. So we're up at 30 games. We'll sim another 11. Win here against San Jose on the road. Yep, we do win that game as well. So we keep on rolling, and we're doing very well this year. Surprisingly, I mean, we're way ahead of our wins. Another overtime loss. We're actually getting overtime losses here, not just normal losses. A game against Minnesota, a game we should win, and we do lose it. But once again, in overtime. So we're getting points. So I mean, it's like consider 2 overtime losses in a row. It's like you won one and lost one. So it's not that bad. Here against St. Louis, and we're going to lose that one normally. So 3 games lost in a row now. Not looking too good. Just snap out of it here against home and Winnipeg. And we lose that one 4-2 as well. So we're going on a little bit of a losing streak. We lost 4 in a row. Not what we want to see at this point. But after 35 games, we'll sim 6 more, which will take us to right past this New Jersey game. Let's just take a look at the stats to see. Oh, look at that. Chris Neal went to St. Louis. They're toughening up their team a little bit. But player stats, O'Reilly and Brayden Shen look like our best players at this point. And I want to see player progression. If you can see how McKinnon has grown so far this year, if he has. 27 points for O'Reilly. Really nice to see that. Brayden Shen 24, Booker with 22, Landeskog with 22, and Duchesne's hit a little bit of a struggle here. He's only at 19, but look at Tyson Barrie, beast in there, 21 points. McGinn and 21 points as well as a two-way forward playing on our second line. He's grown quite a bit, and he was turned out to be a really good player for our team. Pruss got himself 10 points. A guy like Vincourt 8 points, Elliott 8, and Sanguinetti still not doing too well. He's at -6 right now, but that's because it's probably the losing streak and maybe Picard going in and that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at goalies real quick. And so yeah, Picard's goals against average went a lot higher after those games, but he's still 4-1 in terms of win-loss. And Ryan Miller keeping us in it pretty much. Nice job by him there. So we'll sim those 6 games, and we'll take a look at. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the team standings real quick. So we're 4th in the entire league, trailing Philadelphia, Buffalo, and Edmonton. How much are we ahead in our division? I think we're C, no B. We are 7 points ahead of the playoff spot, because then it's the wild card, and here the wild card is even worse. So we're 30. So we're 9 points ahead of the playoff spot right now. We're 3 points ahead of Winnipeg for our division lead. We did lose to them just now, but really good start. I'm liking our team. Look at Philadelphia in terms of goals per game. Holy crap. Goals against were around the top 10, so that's fine. Power play, we did drop down to 21st, and penalty kill is at 25th actually, which is surprising considering we're playing that well. And I thought the penalty kill actually made the difference in this year, but turns out it didn't. Let's just take a look at my lines very quickly just to see what is happening in terms of our power play. Landeskog, Duchesne, Booker, Shen, O'Reilly, McKinnon. I mean, I can't make any changes there. Eric Johnson's defensive D, so I could probably, I like how it's set up, the D-men. Penalty kill. O'Reilly, McClement. O'Reilly is very good on the defense. McClement also, and Boyle and Prust. I mean, if you look at it normally, it should work. I mean, I could take off Ekman Larsson because he might not be the best at defense, since he is a offensive defenseman, and let's put like a guy like Sanguinetti in there. He is a better body checker and that kind of stuff, and we'll see. Maybe that changes anything. We'll try that out because he is a 2-way D man and might be a little bit better compared to playing Ekman Larsson up there. Also, one thing I just want to check player progression to see if any players did improve in overall. I didn't notice anybody, but McClement I think dropped down by 1 down to a 79. So not what you want to see, but it doesn't really matter too much. I believe it's over here. Progress reports. Yep. So Elliott gets a couple attributes up there. Ekman Larsson got a little bit better. Raiden Shen. McClement. So I don't know what that means. 7. I guess he went down in overall, so that's not what you want to see. AHL. Any changes here? Tasson went up to 59. Troy Burke getting a little bit better, so maybe he might turn up next year, turning into like a 75 overall player. You never know. You want to see these guys succeed, and just gonna check McKinnon real quick just to see how he's doing over there. And I believe that will be under contracts. I don't think that shows up progression in terms of junior right away, but no, he's already 72. So if he hits like 80 next year, I mean, the crappy thing is he's only got, well, never mind, we have him signed for the next 2 years. So if he shows up, we have 2 years of him at 3.7, and then we'll have to re-sign him after that when he becomes an RFA. But we don't have to think about that right now. We just have to think about simming the next 6 games and wrapping up this episode where we've pretty much gotten off to a great start to our season, and the halfway point, if we could be in a leading our division, maybe even leading our conference, that would just be an amazing thing to see. Here against the Minnesota Wild at home, a win would be great to snap out of this losing streak, and we do win 3-1. So nice job by Miller, only letting in 1 goal. And here against St. Louis, another win, please, come on. Lost there, but can't win everyone. But I mean, we were on the road. St. Louis did add Chris Neal, so maybe the how do I put it? Maybe the toughness did add some kind of effect to our team. Our team does have third and fourth liners that are relatively tough, but our first liners are pretty weak. Here against LA, we do lose once again on the road, and LA certainly isn't an amazing team in terms of their record. Pittsburgh also, from what I remember, their record wasn't good at all unless they went on a hot streak. Nope. Trading block, sure, let's just change it up. What do we want? Top 6 D-man maybe to get Elliott, a fourth liner. You know what, if we could find a third liner that's around 25 years old, because we do want that youth. And third line checking. Let's look second line. Scoring line forward, yeah. We apply that, and let's see who actually comes up. Couturier, Zibanejad, Schwartz. I mean, all these guys are pretty much 80-something overall. A guy like Brandon Sutter isn't even up. Let's take a look at potential real quick, because I mean, like Ryan Johansson's still at 4.5 potential. Charlie Coyle still 4.5 potential. I mean, they're not too good, but a player like Charlie Coyle, who doesn't have too much trade value, could still get a lot better. He's only 22 years old. A guy like Philip Forsberg, who's only 20. Zibanejad at 21, but he's got really high trade value, so it might be tough to get him. Any defensive players that are top 6 that are cheap? O'Reilly's hit 79 overall. I think we're sort by potential. All these guys have pretty high trade value. I mean, a guy like Desprez might be good. Erickson. Other than that, Weird Chalk, these guys kind of guys won't really fit into my plans. Let's take a look at who has the highest years. We could get a guy like Klein or Summers in terms of he's 82, or Desprez even, because 3 years at 1.36 isn't bad at all. Trade value is a little bit up there, but or even a guy like Larson, 24. Oh, never mind, his overall's a little bit crappy. I know I'm just talking crap right now, but let's sim. I think it's 3 more games. Yep, 3 more games on road trip again. So these road trips are pretty much killing us at this point, and a win here against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Please just win. And we lose that game as well. So I think I might have screwed it up by putting in Picard there, like I did last year with Giguère. And we lose to the Rangers as well. And you know what? Let's just end it off this episode with another loss, huh? reverse psychology, and it works. I say let's get a win, we lose, and I say let's get a loss, we win. So 23, 12, and 6, halfway through the season, I believe. Wait, 18, yeah. So we're halfway through the year. We're 23, 12, and 6. O'Reilly's got 16 goals. Booker's got 20 assists. Miller pretty much got 19 wins. He's leading the way so far. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. Team standings. I mean, we have been on a losing streak. We dropped down in 9th. But in the West, we're up at 6. In our division, we're 3rd. So we're still ahead of St. Louis there. And so we still have a little bit of comfort, but we need to get back up ahead of Chicago and Winnipeg. I want to win the division this year because we did have an amazing start. But to be honest, our team is doing really, really well. We're not too far behind. 6 games, 6 points, and we have 2 games less played than teams like Philadelphia and Buffalo. I mean, a couple wins there, and we're back up top. But oh yeah, I just wanted to check to see if our maybe that move by putting Sanguinetti there screwed that up. I mean, I did put him in there, and we started losing games on the penalty kill. Maybe it was just better to leave Ekman Larson in. But let's just take a look at our penalty kill to see if it got... Well, let's take a look at stats, I guess. O'Reilly with 31, way ahead of everyone. Duchesne's still disappointing, 20 points only. Guys like Tyson Berry on the defense is getting more points than him. Shen, McGinn, Landeskog, Booker. I mean, these guys are showing up. Duchesne's just shitting the bed at this point. So, hopefully he steps it up in time for playoffs. But halfway through the year, we're looking good. The trade deadline will come up in the next episode. So if you guys have any suggestions of who to pick up, maybe some more depth for draft picks or some players like that. I mean, I do have cap, so another player or a defenseman to replace Elliott. We could send Elliott down to the AHL first line and make moves from there. But I guess just one more second to check out the how we do in terms of the power play and the penalty kill. Power play, we're 26, and penalty kill 27, so we're doing even worse. And once again, our special teams are shitting the bed, and I don't know what's up with that. It's the offensive awareness. I mean, we had the line with St. Louis, Duchesne, and Landeskog, and we were still... Power play was brutal towards the end of the year last year, but I mean, if you have any suggestions to fix that, let me know. I mean, we have defensive players back there. Maybe putting OEL back will fix it. But with that, and not too bad of a start. Like streaky at the start because we won a bunch of games, and we just lost a bunch. But yeah, our team's looking not too bad. Let me know of any moves you want me to make in the trade deadline. And with that, I guess I'll wrap up episode number 8 of my BAGM Mode Commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. I will always appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.